Greetings, universe. My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. And you can't teach that. And this right here, this is my army of freaks. They're weird and they're proud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom! Realest bots in the room, how you doing? All wheat burrito, everyone, and a happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Unfortunately, it's almost over. All the best parts are done. It's good to see you all in the chat. The army of freaks is here. Immortal Ideas, good to see you. Hope you enjoyed that. That intro music was from Immortal Ideas. Check out his channel. He pumps out new songs about every day, it seems. He's a machine. Shout out to him for that intro song. Yes, Clone Boy, it is prime time. Lord Galvatron, Josephine, Den 10, The Bug. Oh yes, we've got some interesting things to discuss with you tonight. I hope you all are indeed made of sterner stuff. As I've got the cringe, and we're gonna see if we can survive. That's right, Galvatron, it's time. Time for the cringe. So, as you can see, if you want to request a video, if you've got, whether it's a video, a song, fan fiction like we did last week, if you've got something that you think will test the might of the army of freaks to see if we're made of sterner stuff, there is a link to the super chat in the description as well as pinned above in the live chat. There's also a link to the merchandise if you want to support the channel and get yourself a t-shirt in the process. Either way, I thank you all for being here regardless. Just showing up is all I need you to do. That and to be weird and be proud. The army of freaks. Ironhide, Britt Former. Den 10 says you're the purest of sterner stuff there is. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But I've got a few things planned out that we can talk about, and then, like I said, if anybody has something they think can test the might of the freak army, well then, try your luck. Let's introduce the rest of the Goon Squad.
Yes, Starscream is here. You know, you never might think it because I'm always running away. I'm sort of known as the coward of the Decepticons, but I am made of sterner stuff. At least I consider myself to be. I can take some cringe. I can certainly dish out some cringe. I mean, have you seen some of my greatest moments? I can dish out the cringe, so I can certainly take it. Phrasing, Starscream, phrasing. But yes, Optimus, Shockwave is here. Good to see you, chat. Ready, scientifically prepared, mentally fortified, ready for whatever you can throw at us. Yes, it's time for bad comedy, as the chat says. It is indeed time. Bring on the bad comedy. Let it flow.
Phrasing. But yes, welcome chat. We have indeed prepared some superior content. Hopefully, you all are made of sterner stuff and not inferior. The Bug just tipped $1 to the DMs we go. Buggy rolls. And pizza rolls. Eject. Thank you for the $1 donation. Let's check out these DMs. The first video of the evening. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's gonna download. Okay, just a moment. I have to install this video.
In the meantime, the chat back here. Thank you, Bug. Let's see, Prime After Dark. This seems like it would be an appropriate intro, so we'll get this kicked right off. That's gonna be in the downloads. See what we got. All right, thank you, Bug. Hot Tub Prime. Oh, we're off to a great start there. I don't know why I'm in the hot tub. It's supposed to be Alita. What happened? What happened? Why am I in the hot tub? It's a conspiracy. This wasn't meant to be. You all see it, you can't unsee it. Can't unsee it. I'm gonna take over Twitch next. Me and my hot tub, we're going to Twitch. And we're gonna take over. Can we eat Starscream and B at the same time and then shoot them with the attitude adjuster? Oh, that's a brilliant idea. I can eat Starscream, but I'm gonna have to... The attitude adjuster was packed up. That thing, you know, once the filming was done, we put that out of commission. I'm gonna have to hook that thing back up. Josephine, have I tried StreamYard? No, I have not. Happy with what I've got here. I'm worried about trying to navigate away from this screen and then come back because I think it's gonna play that video again. So you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me for the stream. Let's maybe we can go studio mode. Let's see what happens. This whole thing. There it is. Ah. All right, I fixed it. Josephine, if I donate, I'd want you to react to my reaction to Prime HB. Well, of course, anything. I'll react to whatever. It's free reign. My channel's not monetized, so, I don't really care what we react to. To be honest. So let's see. In the meantime, I've got a couple of things for us to cover. Bring it up on screen. I want to catch up with you guys. Oh, okay, Deplorable's got one. That's right, because his name was up there. Oh, if you notice, I've got the leaderboard working here, so... Deplorable's got a video for us. I know what this one is. All right, let me get it up on screen so we all know what it is. Here we go. This is the Ratchet twerk song, but it's not the Ratchet that you're thinking of. So here we go.
I need all my ratchet bitches to come to the floor. Call all ratchet bitches.
Oh, we're calling all the Ratchet bitches.
And niggas with their bag.
We're calling all the Ratchet bitches. All the Ratchet bitches to the floor.
Shaking ass, posting pictures. Who I'm fucking tonight, bitch, your nigga. Throw it back, hit a split. Where I'm landing, on this dick. Got your nigga rolling with tens or better. Got my bitches shaking ass in this cold ass weapon.
Oh, it's cold outside, but they're still shaking ass. You gotta admire that. That's determination.
My pussy on the handstand, making me wetter. He popped the X pill, so you know he fucking me better. I throw it.
He popped the X pill. He's on drugs. That's how you know. He popped the X pill, so you know he's doing it better.
Big tooted up while he grabbing my waist. You be on your hand sucking while he fucking my face.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold the line, hold the line. I don't know if you can make it. I don't know if we can take it, chat. Louis Pepper would rather feel pain. Why do I have the Matrix? Because I made a starter stuff. I can take it. I can take it.
69 on them hoes. How do I taste? Ask your nigga and I bet he say my pussy tastes great.
Check DMs for a yummy snack.
Oh no! Thank you for the donation. Oh, thank you. All wheat burrito. Check the DMs for a yummy snack. I'm scared. What does that mean? Where did they come from? Where did the yummy snacks coming from? Oh, Galvatron. Thank you. Thank you. All wheat burrito, Galvatron. You can finally super chat now. Oh, I think you submitted a fan fiction earlier, so we've got that. But where am I checking? Where you said DMs? Hold on. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Where'd the message go? DMs for you. Where DMs? Discord? Okay. Found it. I found it. Found it. All right. Here it is.
Only fuck extra large, come and play in my gut. While I be deep on this dick, you know I'm licking his nuts.
No, I'm just kidding. Here, I found it. No, I found it for real. I found it for real. All right, thank you, Silverstorm. Decoded your message. Discovered your true identity. All right, the Bug Eater. Phrasing. All right, Bug, you might need your shovel for this one. I don't know what this is. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Find out what this is.
Is it live?
Oh, no.
It's not really alive. It's a little bit alive.
It's a little bit alive. Wait a minute. No. Look at the size of that thing. Hold on a second. Look at the... Wait a minute.
I can't believe.
There's no way. That thing's got to be fake. There's no way. No way.
Alive? It's not really alive. It's a little bit alive.
It's a little bit alive. That's enough.
Just kill it?
Even if it... No, I can't do it.
I wouldn't say it's dead, but it was still shaking. Okay.
There's... Oh, no. Look. Look at the size of it.
I'm recording, man.
I'm that hard little.
So, this is happening.
Okay.
That's pretty neat. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Why? No, this is not why Jesus died for you. He did not die for you to eat bugs. Wait, listen to... What?
That's pretty neat. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13.
That's not why... You didn't do it for you to eat bugs. It wasn't for you to eat the bugs. This isn't why. It's not for you to eat the bugs. He's immediately... That's instant regret. That is instant regret right there. That is instant regret. When he looks down, he's questioning all life decisions that led him to this point. He's wondering, was it all worth it? The cries, the screams of terror of the fair maidens in the background, serenading the night as he dines on fresh hell. Was it all worth it? Was it all worth it? Thank you, Silver Storm, for that. I think, is anyone left alive? Is it time to... Is the chat dead? F in the chat for bug. F in the chat for the bug. He served a purpose. He said he was still sort of alive. Great sacrifice. that was, I wasn't expecting that. But it said the bug eater, I thought, not mean literally, that's just a clever title or something. No, it meant literally.
When you're about to read my fanfiction I submitted I Want You. Starscream and Soundwave the Sailor Moon theme. Also Soundwave appears in my fanfiction so I want him to read his lines as he is a main character in later chapters.
Alright, you got it, Galvatron. Thank you. Alright, so Starscream, Soundwave, let me read that again to make sure I've got it here. You want me, Starscream, and Soundwave to do the Sailor Moon theme? Oh, that should be fun. And Soundwave appears in your fanfiction. Alright, definitely gonna read that. You said that you wanted, if I remember correctly, you wanted that fanfiction to sort of be a palate cleanser after all the more heinous stuff that we're going to witness. But thank you, Galvatron. Thank you. Ball-wheat burrito. Ball-wheat burrito. Alright. Let me get a video. Without messing up my voice, let me get a video ready for us to go over. An in-between. Okay. Now, let's see if I can... We're actually going to need a calculator for this one. I know that sounds weird, but trust me, we're going to need a calculator. Let's see if I can, this work? Oh, this will work. All right. Sweet. Oh, but I can't see it. What's on here? Okay, there it is. There we go. Okay. See what happens. Now, okay. Raven eats potatoes? Well, I love you too, Raven eats potatoes. I love you all. The army of freaks. You guys are awesome. You want Soundwave to say, to tell Screamer he's a bot? That's right.
Screamer, you're a bot, which is equivalent to being a bitch.
There you go. Okay, so this next one that I've got while we wait for, because I'm going to save, as I said, I'm going to save that, what's it called? Fanfiction from Galvatron for last. He requested it, save you, for it to be, well, I'm getting tongue-tied. For it to be saved for last. So we're going to do that. Oh, the calculator disappeared. Hold on a second. I know how to fix this. Alright, we got it. Got it. There. I'm going to put it behind my head just so it's not in front of the video. Okay. Alright, chat, so, if any of you are wrestling fans, you might have known of a wrestler, and this is like completely out of the blue. I'm a wrestling fan. Not to mention you have Shockwave senior song request. Oh! Wait, Shockwave along with the rest of them? Okay. We'll just get everybody in there except for Wheeljack. We'll leave Wheeljack out. He doesn't get to sing any Sailor Moon. But thank you for the donation, Galvatron. Alright, so yeah, any wrestling fans out there might be familiar with a wrestler called Scott Steiner. We're going to review his math skills. This isn't necessarily the cringiest thing, but it is hilarious. And we're actually gonna put the math to the test. Here we go. I can find it. Well, I've got way too many windows open. Okay, here we go.
Scott Steiner, it's going to be a three-way for the TNA heavyweight title at Sacrifice between you, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe. Now, before you get there, you have an important step tonight as you and X Division champion Petey Williams take on the unlikely duo of Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning.
All right, so you catch that so far? Then we're off to a simple start, okay? We got 50-50 chance. 50%. All right? Let's follow it. It shouldn't be too hard to follow Scott Steiner's math. All right, so 50-50. How we're starting off.
But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got
Oh, he's one of the freaks. Yeah, did you catch that, chat? He's one of the freaks. He's one of us.
25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix.
All right, now did you catch that? Let me back that up.
25% at... But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got 25% at best at beating me.
All right, so 25. We're down to 25%. 25%.
And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. Your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way...
Wait, I don't even know if that was English, but something's happening. The math is being affected.
At sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning.
Wait, hold on. Now we're at a 33 1/3% chance. What?
But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try.
Okay, so Kurt Angle's not even going to try to beat him, so he's got double that. So he's got 66 2/3% chance.
So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got... what? His 33.3 minus his 25%.
And you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice.
Holy shit,
but
he's
then
right.
you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance of winning
Holy
at
shit.
sacrifice.
He's right.
See, Joe, the numbers don't...
He's right.
Chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster. His numbers added up, though, chat. Can you believe that? He's a math genius. He's the beefiest math genius I've ever seen. His logic is broken. No, his logic is flawless, Bug. It all adds up. It all adds up. That was unreal. I was really expecting that that had to have gone off the rails at some point. I can't believe that. But he said he's a freak. He's one of us. He's not normal. He's weird and proud. And he does really good math. The wrestling math genius. Who wears medieval body armor on his head for some reason. Or like chainmail on his head. Battle Frame, welcome. Good to see you here. All right, so let's see what else. What else can we cover? Or should I just go ahead and jump into the fan fiction? We can jump right into Galvatron's fan fiction. Although, for that, he did request the Sailor Moon theme song since it is a crossover with Sailor Moon. Let's bring that up. I just need to get the lyrics, really. All right, let me find the lyrics. All right. Got the lyrics here. And you wanted, I'm checking back on your message here, you wanted me, Starscream, Soundwave, and then you also want Shockwave in there as well. How many verses? How many verses? Okay. 1, 2. I'll just break it up into these parts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so this is the Sailor Moon crossover with Transformers fanfiction by Galvatron, featuring the Sailor Moon theme song sung by Starscream, Shockwave, Soundwave, and myself.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon.
She will never turn her back on a friend. Oh, I don't have any of those. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we depend. She is the one named Sailor.
Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter. Secret powers, oh so new to her. She is the one named Sailor Moon.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. With her Sailor Scouts to help fight, she is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one Sailor Moon! There you go. Alright. Thank you again, Galvatron, for the donations. I hope you enjoyed that theme song. Now let's take a gander at this. We've got the fan fiction that he wrote. All right, there's a synopsis here. I think this is sort of setting up. This will set up the scene. I'll be like the narrator. After the defeat of Deathbusters Usagi and her friends. Or wait. Okay, there's a lack of punctuation and it threw me off. After the defeat of the Deathbusters, Usagi and her friends relax with school over and their enemy defeated. They all thought they would have a break. But when 3 monsters rob morgues of their corpses, they go to investigate to see there is more to those monsters than meets the eye. Now the Senshi, Sailor Scouts join in the Master Force War with Metal Hawk's Autobots against Devil Z's Decepticons. And with the Master Force, you too can make up and transform. With the return of Sailor Moon's 3 fallen enemies, and them being Godmasters, it's a unique crossover you'll ever see. Alright, that sounds... Should have put on some epic music behind that. That was like... boss battle. This is gonna be the next hit anime. It's gonna be the next hit anime. The year was 2011 in the Arctic. The Decepticon leader Galvatron was battling against the 4 Autobot headmasters, Brainstorm, Chrome Dome, Hardhead, and Highbrow. Their spy, Punch Counterpunch, has told them of Galvatron's weakness, and so they form their head formation as they hold hands and form a circle in the air and fire a rainbow-like beam at their foe. I know this is canon. I know this actually happened. But it sounds a little too on the nose to current events. Look, wrong one. Wrong one! This isn't the boss battle music anymore. However, Galvatron transforms into cannon mode and blasts Hardhead. Breaking the head formation, and Hardhead transforms into his tank alt mode, ramming at Galvatron. Ramming speed. I'll get you! As Galvatron exclaims... Oh, wait, that was Galvatron. Oh, what is Galvatron? He wasn't Leonard Nimoy anymore. He was Frank Welker, I think. The, third season. So he's like, I'll get you! Ah! As Galvatron exclaimed at his foes. That sounded more like Skeletor. Ah! I'll get you! Ah! As he was sinking into the water, he transforms into a robot mode into the water and surfaced head first, very angry. And his flying circuits were frozen, so he couldn't fly out of the water. I'm going to kill of you, Galvatron said, threatening his foes. Hardhead in robot mode replies back.
Oh, yo. We should be saying that to you, Galvatron. Head formation and stuff.
As he flies back in the air to the other Autobot headmasters, the four would reform head formation, with Hardhead back in the circle as the four would continue firing the Decepticon leader. Are you all keeping up with all of this? I'm not. Increase our power, yelled Autobot Highbrow, giving his energy to the head formation as more bolts fire on Galvatron. The bolts from the head formation blast ice around Galvatron, causing the massive chunks to fall on the Decepticon leader. Galvatron struggled to get out as the ice... No! Cried out the Decepticon leader Galvatron as the ice starts to bury him alive, as bolts from head formation collapse more ice on him. It starts to bury and covers him from the bottom of his body. Darn, my dream is ruined! Come and help me, somebody quickly! Ah! The last words of Galvatron before being buried alive in the ice as it echoes out in the Arctic. Just imagine that, the snowy scene, and Galvatron sinking slowly into the ice, and the last thing you hear echoing in the barren wasteland of the Arctic is quickly, quickly. It was the demise that he deserved. The four Autobot headmasters sent one last powerful bolt at Galvatron's tomb. They're like, it's like double tap. They're making sure he's gone. One more. He's not finished yet. One more bolt at his tomb to seal him away. And the mighty Galvatron was no more. His commanders, Scorponok and Sixshot, came to assist their leader, but it was too late. Where were they the whole time? Lord Galvatron, no! Cried out the Decepticon ninja warrior Sixshot, as he and Scorponok arrived at the scene. They were off getting cheeseburgers, and they arrived too late. So Lord Galvatron was defeated. Too bad he doesn't know it was part of my plan to become the Decepticon leader of the Decepticons. Farewell, Lord Galvatron. May you rest in peace. As the massive Decepticon flies off from Galvatron's resting place with Sixshot and the other Decepticons, he gloats. However, Galvatron heard it. He heard it before finally going offline. I heard that! You bitch! Get back here! I heard that! However, Galvatron gets out when he swore by Primus's name that he'll get his revenge for letting him die. 9 years later, the skies of Tokyo were black as space, and everything was being destroyed by the evil Pharaoh 90. His partner's Mistress 9 and the body of young Hotaru Tomoe took over the young child's body after nearly dying in a lab accident. He had a diamond egg of a being to keep her life along with cyber implants by her father, Professor Soichi Tomoe. The diamond egg eventually possessed her host and turned her into an adult form, dubbed Mistress 9. Okay, now we're really going off the rails now. Strap in, freaks. That beginning was actually somewhat normal. That beginning was a little bit normal. It was just Galvatron getting blasted, getting laughed at by his Decepticon cohorts and left in the ice. As the head formation of the Autobot headmasters pummeled him with a rainbow beam. But see now we're going into true anime territory. Now it's getting really crazy. Strap on your aluminum or tinfoil or whatever thin metal that protects your brain matter. And get ready. Because we've got cyber implants, diamond eggs, and Mistress 9 fighting alongside Pharaoh 90 in Tokyo with Professor Tomoe. So here we go. Tokyo was home to the heroic warriors of the Sailor Guardians, named after planets of the solar system. Led by Sailor Moon, she and the other Guardians put a stop to Pharaoh 90 and Mistress 9. Hotaru Tomoe was security Sailor Saturn, the guardian of silence, death, and rebirth, the most powerful of them all, even rivaling Sailor Moon herself. However, a group called the Outers, led by Sailor Pluto, feared Sailor Saturn would destroy the world. So she, Sailor Uranus, and Neptune tried to kill young Hotaru Tomoe. But Sailor Moon and her group, the Inners, opposed that and caused both groups to battle one another until Sailor Moon became Super Sailor Moon. Oh, they can go Super Saiyan! You can go Super Saiyan in this. I didn't realize their power. So this sounds like there's a bit of infighting here amongst the Sailor Scouts. I thought they all got along. I thought they were all supposed to be friends. They all got along. I thought Sailor Moon was, I thought she was some sort of royalty. Wasn't she like a princess or something? So apparently Sailor Saturn is even more powerful, but might be evil. So this is interesting. I didn't know this. I thought all the Sailor Scouts were good. That's why we sang the theme song. The theme song said they were fighting for justice. What happened? Did the theme song lie to me? It said she would never turn her back on a friend. Why is she turning her back on a friend? This isn't what you're supposed to do. Shockwave, you tell them.
Oh, I know. I too turned my back on my friends once. Yes, believe it or not, I did indeed have friends at one point in time. But I turned my back on them for science. I wanted to pursue my experimentations. I wanted to pursue breakthroughs in science. And it cost me everything. I now live alone. Just me and the tube. So you should never turn your back on your friends. Just like the song says Sailor Moon would never do.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what's going on here. How is this possible? The Sailor Scouts are at odds. The theme song may have been lying to us. Sailor Moon is sus. let's continue on. Mistress Nine stole the life crystal of Sailor Moon. Sorry. Mistress Nine stole the life crystal of Sailor Moon's future daughter, Chibiusa, and finding out on her powerful silver crystal in Sailor Moon and the Sailor Guardians went to stop the powerful Mistress Nine and save her future daughter from Mistress Nine and Pharaoh 90. All these nines and 90s taken over. The 90s are taken over again. The 80s are over. My time is over. Look, I come from the 80s. I'm certified G1. But my time is over. It's time for the 90s now. Pharaoh 90 and Mistress 9. This proves it. This proves it. The 90s are taken over. Press F for Shockwave Social Life. However, Mistress Nine was able to regain enough strength to regain her true form of a monster-like being. She would start to tear apart Hataru's body, and she absorbed the souls of inners. However, Hataru resisted it. It's getting brutal.
Soon I shall break free of this pathetic body and join my master, Pharaoh 90,
says Mistress Nine as her true form emerges and starts to rip apart Hataru's body. Hataru's soul tries to stop Mistress Nine from emerging out, while also trying to keep the inner soul safe. I mean, that's multitasking. You gotta give it up for Hataru here. Hataru is basically being ripped apart while simultaneously trying to stop Mistress Nine from ripping apart and emerging out from inside him, while simultaneously keeping the inner soul safe. This Hotaru is made of sterner stuff. Gotta give it up for him. Hailgate, welcome. Samurai Autobot Drift, alright. Welcome, Haunter Fan. Delilah. Good to see you all here. We're catching up on some fan fiction. It's I don't want to call it cringy because it's Lord Galvatron donated for me to read this. So I don't want to insult his work. But it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Basically, the 90s are taking over. Sailor Moon's back. Pharaoh 90 is back. The Headmasters, or Master Force, Master God Force is here. From the Transformers, Super Sailor Moon, we've got anime Super Saiyans flying all over the place. It's crazy. However, in another part of Tokyo, a person named Hawk was working with his colleague Professor Haruma Go as stuff shacked and noticed a ton of destruction. Could it be the Decepticons doing what they have driven off of Earth 9 years ago? But if this is the case, then why might they be back? As Hawk looks out the lab window. I might be Hawk. It could be this. Wait a second. It sounds like we've got a little bit of confusion, identity mix up here. I might be Hawk. I might be Hawk. We all might be Hawk. Chat, are you Hawk? Which one of us is Hawk? Because it says here that Hawk's looking out the lab window and talking. The next thing he says, I might be Hawk. But I might be Hawk too. We all might be Hawk. I'm not sure. Any one of us could be Hawk. It could be the Decepticons doing what it is the Decepticons' intentions and goal. That's how you really know. Decepticons are always trying to do what is the intentions and goal, replied Haruma Go, wondering if it were the Decepticons doing or something else just as evil as them. Hawk then crossed arms to form an X. He knows he's the real Hawk. Suit on! Yells Hawk, as a glowing aura surrounds him, and an exosuit appears around him. He then leaps out the window of the building. Hawk's crazy. He's crazy. No, Galvatron, you know I'm not picking on you, right? I'm just messing around. This is actually really interesting. I like all the characters that you brought in here. I'm just hamming it up for comedic effect. So please don't take it personally. And again, I appreciate the donations. Tailgate says rather than someone being John Cena, someone in the chat is Hawk, that's right. And his name was iHawk. He's there, he's somewhere. I might be Hawk. He's got a suit. He's a pretender. Pretender! Cried out Hawk, as another growing aura surrounds him, and his human skin disappears and changes to a larger robotic body and transforms into a jet-like vehicle. Hawk was the human identity of the Autobot Metal Hawk, who is a pretender. A transformer with the ability to become a human as a disguise. Soon he calls in his allies, Lander, Diver, and Phoenix, from other places throughout the globe. When the Decepticons were driven into space, Metal Hawk and his team were tasked with keeping Earth safe, in case the Decepticons returned, by the Autobot leader, Fortress Maximus. Metal Hawk doesn't know that it wasn't the Decepticons. Oh, what? So this whole time we've been talking about the Decepticons and their intentions. It wasn't even them. This whole time, he didn't even know. Wasn't the Decepticons. As Metal Hawk's Autobots break their human disguises and change in their true robotic forms to investigate the disturbance, eventually Mistress Nine was able to emerge out of Ataru's body and assume her true form of a monster-like creature. Oh, give it up for Otaru, chat. F's in the chat for Otaru. He couldn't keep it together. Couldn't keep it together. Poor Otaru. We thought perhaps Otaru was made of sterner stuff. But he was not. Mistress Nine took her monster creature-like form and rips apart Otaru, killing her, seemingly, and emerges with Pharaoh 90. Pharaoh 90 unleashes a powerful storm on the planet, which shocks the Autobot protectors, causing them to be unable to move and revert to robot mode by each other.
What is this storm? It's even affecting us Cybertronians!
Questioned Autobot Lander, as he and his allies start to collapse on the ground as they get shocked even more.
Whoever is doing it, whether it's Decepticons or something just as bad, must be powerful,
said Metal Hawk, in pain as he struggles to stand up. Getting attacked. Back in Tomoe Lab, Super Sailor Moon dives into Pharaoh 90 using the Holy Grail and Silver Crystal, causing Hotaru Tomoe to be revived as Sailor Saturn. Wait a minute. Hotaru Tomoe was Sailor Saturn all along? The one that they feared would become too powerful and destroy the world? I can't believe it. Sailor Moon revived, who may be her own destruction. If someone is Bumblebee, he won't survive long in this chat. No, that's right, Tailgate. See, you make a good point. If you're an oldie fan, you know what you mean. But, on that note, let's see. Let me give you a little taste of what happens to Bumblebee. He doesn't even have to be in the chat. It doesn't even matter if he's in the chat. We've got him in the holodeck now. I'm feeling Bruticus. What do you think, chat? How about Bruticus?
Bruticus is going to earn his paycheck.
That's how you end it on a high note right there. That's what we call ending it on a high note. All right, let me get back to the fan fiction. I want to at least get past this first page here. Okay, so we had Tomoe, it turns out, was Sailor Saturn and has been revived by Super Sailor Moon. And we find out that Pharaoh 90 is the cause of these attacks that are equally as powerful as a Decepticon attack. I am an emissary. Wait, let's have Starscream. Starscream, you're gonna read Sailor Saturn's part.
Oh, lucky me, lucky me. Okay, so let's see. I am an emissary from the abyss of death, protected by Saturn, the outer planet of destruction, the guardian of silence. I am Sailor Saturn. Now this threat must be destroyed, said reborn Sailor Saturn as she swings her silence glaive at Pharaoh 90. The Autobots were nearby, sensing the incredible power by Sailor Saturn as the gate appeared out of the sky. What is that? Asked Diver as he looked in the sky at the mysterious gate that appeared. He doesn't know. It was the gate Pluto opened to have Sailor Saturn send Pharaoh 90 into as they see something getting sucked into.
Oh, this is getting crazy. We're opening black holes and rifts in space and time. We're getting into Evolt territory here. What is that being pulled into the mysterious gate? Asked Phoenix as he saw Sailor Saturn and Pharaoh 90 getting pulled into and then closed. The weather returned to normal, and the 4 Autobots could now move again. I don't know, Phoenix, but whoever or whatever it was must have stopped whatever was causing the disturbance, and the ones responsible, said Metalhawk, as he and the other Autobots continued their way to the Tomoe lab. Oh, this goes on for a while, doesn't it? What do you think so far, chat? Let me catch up with you guys real quick. I'm gonna get some water. We'll do a brief intermission. Get some water here. What do you guys think? All right. Here we go.
Hitting it from the back with his thumb in my butt. He called me his little Twinkie bitch because he nut in my gut.
There we go. Did that wake you up? I think that got everybody awake. See if you were paying attention. Had to make sure you were paying attention. Alright, got some water. Yeah, Silver Storm, I figured you'd enjoy that mention of Evolt. Yeah, Galvatron, see, one way you gotta look at it is you got the whole stream enjoying your story. Everyone's made of sterner stuff they're getting through.
That's what I'm going to use to make sure that you guys are paying attention. I know some of you are. I know Galvatron's paying attention.
I need a nigga who gon' fuck me after he nut. Like the Energizer Bunny, better never give up.
Like the Energizer Bunny. That's right. We don't give up. Right, we don't give up, Chad. All right. What the hell is that, Delilah? That was a requested video from Deplorable from earlier in the stream, and it is now going to be the test, the attention test. That's how I'll know. All right. On that note, because we have been going for about an hour now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream before it gets too late. But I want to thank you all for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this stream. You're all made of sterner stuff. I do have to give you that award. But at the same time, I don't want to make it sound like Galvatron's story was bad, because it really wasn't. It was pretty interesting. We should continue it. We should have a whole fan fiction focused stream in the future. But what did you guys think of these cringe streams? Because I've been enjoying these. We kind of go off, do some random things that don't always necessarily involve Transformers. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I think it's good for a laugh, good for a distraction from all the madness, good way to end the week, on a Saturday night. So if you've been enjoying these, please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your weekend. And above all, stay weird and stay proud. This is Optimus the freaking Prime, signing off.